On this week's show, Loki and Falcon across the pond, Ultimate Unlike finally official, and Disney Infinity Vita details. All this and more on episode 79 of the Inside Infinity podcast.
What's up, guys? This is John Vignacchi, executive producer on Disney Infinity, and you are listening to Inside Infinity, the first official Disney Infinity podcast on the net.
Inside Infinity is brought to you with support from Evilos Customs. Evilos Customs is your number one place for custom Disney Infinity figures. Head on over to evilos.com to find out more. He has latest creations include a custom Crystal Mickey, custom Grace Hulk, so head over to evilos.com to find out more. Hello everyone, welcome to Inside Infinity episode number 79, recorded March 9th, 2015. I am one of your two hosts this evening, Will Kelly, and joining me from VGPodcast.com, as well as part of the Disney Infinity TV team, Lloyd Hannison. Lloyd, how are you, my friend?
Will, it is so nice to be back, my friend. It's been months and days and weeks since I last did a show here, so it's good to be on.
Yeah, you thought you were banished, but I promise you this, you were not being punished.
I saw the petition. We'll leave it there. There's an ongoing legal battle that's happening. My lawyers are talking to other lawyers, so we'll see how it goes from there.
That's true. This is a soft return for you until all the legal stuff gets straightened out.
This is one of the things that are in the lawsuit. So we have to try out. We have to do a trial separation of podcasting duties.
So who's suing you? Are you suing me or am I suing you?
I don't know. Lawyers do what lawyers do.
Yeah. Actually, the lawyers approached us. We had no idea there was an issue.
They approached me.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
So who are these lawyers then? Just random people on the internet suing two parties and collecting all the money. I see how this goes.
Too funny. The way the world turns. I'd like to welcome everyone in the chat room tonight. We have a great group in there. We have Boondogger Man, Justin, what's up? BWQ, good seeing you again. Captain Disney, welcome back. Full of Gunk, Grinning Ezra. We have so many good friends in here. Jose Lewis, Lincoln Hayes, Matt88, how's it going? Our good friend Nick, my old train man. The one and only Pirate Steven. Primetime UCF coming at us from Orlando. Romulus, Taylor Lynn, and Wildlife. Welcome everyone to the show. We appreciate you joining us live. If you're out there in internet land or off-air land, you can join us each and every Monday evening, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Just head over to twitch.tv/Disney Infinity TV. While you're there, follow us. We do some live streams and we do the show each and every week. So it's a good time. I hope you come and join us one day live. It's always fun talking to the chat. Don't you agree, Lloyd?
Yeah, I agree. The people that show up live, they're the best. They come out, they make fun of us for the half hour we do the show, try to make us laugh while we're on the podcast, chatting at them. So it's always a good time. So I like chatting with each and every one of you guys that come up.
It's true. It's like, the show is recorded live, and so it's kind of a challenge for the chat room. It's kind of like SNL when the actors and comedians on there and the host try not to crack up, and they're just biting their lip, and that's what this show's about.
It's kind of like when you start the intro and I do stupid things,
Yeah.
so you can see them in the little snapshot, so I can try to laugh while you do it.
I mentioned the word Vita, and you're waving a Vita around. It's amazing.
The last couple, I could hear the smile in the last couple words you said.
That's all right. That mission accomplished. The Inside Infinity podcast is brought to you in partnership with the Disney Infinity Fans Forum, and that's DisneyInfinityFans.com, and they are the number one Disney Infinity related forum on the internet. They're unofficial, but you wouldn't know that because they are great. They are people who break some of the news first. Lots of community. There's good collaboration on building toy boxes in there. We have a ton of listeners from there. So make sure you head on over to Disney Infinity Fans and join that community because it is a great one. Lloyd, you're like reaching for something. I expect you to like do a buzzer or something. It makes me...
It's my mic mute.
Okay.
I'm talking, and so I don't say something and screw you up because I know my tendencies well.
No. You're nothing but professionals.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a great show ahead of everyone tonight. So just a reminder, we're going to do a 30-minute news show with Lloyd and I, and it's going to be pretty straightforward, to the point on the news items of the week. And then after that, we're going to take a short break and then do a roundtable, bringing in a few more guests. So with that, Lloyd, let's go ahead and get things started. We actually had some news this week. Not news for you and I, unfortunately, but news for Jason and Roger over there at Diz Kingdom over in the UK, and Tigga from the forums. So Loki and Falcon were released across the pond just this last week, just a day or two ago. So they have their hands on these figures. Lloyd, you and I think we get them on March 24th. I assume that's the same for you, right?
I believe so. It's kind of weird. When the villains were released, they came out here like 2 days after the US, which has been really bizarre. I don't know whether it was just shipping delays or something, but usually they're day and date with the US. So I'm assuming right around the 24th is when they'll be released here as well.
Cool. Yeah, what's that?
They look really good. Falcon looks pretty killer.
Falcon does look cool, and personally, I like the non. I don't know. Is this the comic version, or I know it's the Ultimate Spider-Man, or no, the the
Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. That's what he looks like.
But he looks cool. I dig the translucent wings personally. I kind of like that. And Loki, I'll bring him up on screen in just a minute, but he looks. We've talked about him on length on the show, but he looks amazing too.
We've seen him for so long in figure form. Like he was there in one of the, hey, look at this cool base, and Loki's there, and it's like, oh, let's take that image off the internet. So we've seen him forever, and it's weird that he's one of the last characters to come out.
Yeah, on the one hand, I get it, because he's gonna be probably one of the most popular villains, I would imagine. But it is funny because I remember, like you said, it was leaked accidentally when the very first close-up photo we got of the base itself, and
edition base.
We're just now getting him, but that's all right. You know what? He's finally here. It was a long wait, but it was gonna be. I imagine it's worth the wait. Yeah, people in chat, I know we have a lot of listeners across the pond as well. So let us know if you got the figures and what you think of them. Excited to get that. That does bring us to our next news item, Lloyd. So this means that we can officially not discuss, but people officially have the ultimate unlock in the Hall of Heroes now, because people officially have the figures. So over on Infinity Inquirer, and this is actually a video that was posted on the Disney Infinity fans forum, playing as Falcon himself. That's kind of cool. You can see his jetpack. So here you go, unlocking last couple figures. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and so actually I should probably say spoiler alert if you don't want to see what the ultimate unlock is or what it looks like when you actually unlock it. Turn the
ad so we can see it in its full glory.
What's that?
The little ad on the video.
Oh yeah, thank you. So yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled by this, turn it off now. I apologize, I'm already showing Falcon.
Fast forward 2 minutes.
Yeah, fast forward 2 minutes. The magic of the internet and radio. So here we go. So he's just touring the helicarrier now, looking at all the holograms. All right, nothing too new here, but there it is. Let's see. I'm gonna back it up so you can actually see the animation. So there he goes, rising from the center of the helicarrier. You have the Star Wars land speeder. Look at that, pretty awesome.
Your glass.
And glass. It's like, you got to protect that bad boy. So then you can actually go to a section of the Hall of Heroes where it is like a vehicle, kind of, I don't know, not hangar, but kind of a garage, so you can see all the vehicles in the game.
Lola
there. I wonder, Lloyd, do you think you have to have the power disc for each one of these? Chat room, if you know the answer to that, let us know.
I would guess so, but that would be kind of a bummer if you finally unlock all these things and you don't have like the spider buggy because you don't have that disc.
Right.
You probably can't use them, but it would be nice if they were shown off. Anyway.
Yeah, totally. So that's it. So that's the ultimate unlock with the last couple figures. It's nice that some people actually have it officially, and we'll get it here real soon. Finally, get that in our hands. So, you excited about the land speeder, Lloyd?
I am. It's bittersweet to me. Like it's very cool. Just like the lightsaber was very cool. But you get it at like so late in the life cycle of the product, and it's like, oh, I could have played with this thing for like 4 months, 5 months if I would only would have had it when the game first came out. So it's bittersweet.
Yeah.
It's also it's really cool, and it makes me really excited for DI3 because there's going to be a hell of a lot more Star Wars content in there. Unofficially, we don't know for sure, but it's 2 Star Wars teases. It's got to be right.
Right. Yeah. My question is, so this Ultimate Unlock is Star Wars themed. It totally makes sense because you're like you're saying 3.0 is pretty sure is going to be Star Wars. Do you think that they had that in the plan to begin with? Why do you think the first Ultimate Unlock was Star Wars?
Well, because they had just bought the Star Wars IP, right? Like they had just bought Lucasfilm and all the IP. Was 6 months prior or something. It was fairly new, so you think that it's like, okay, yep, let's do it, and they dropped it in the game. They probably had rumors that this was happening, so
yeah.
they had time to get all this stuff working. The one thing that I kind of wonder is next year, if DI3 is focused on Star Wars, are we going to have the Ultimate Unlock be something from Indiana Jones or some other IP that hasn't been represented in the game yet? I mean, that would be amazing if it was like an indie whip or something that would show up as the Ultimate Unlock.
Totally. There you go. You're starting those rumors early. I like it. No, I think it's, you know what? It would be awesome if there's a certain amount of kind of intelligent speculation that we do, right? I mean, we've known for quite some time that Star Wars is going to be the next one, again, unofficially, and we can speculate on others, but it would be awesome if things didn't leak. And they leaked in lots of ways. I mean, they leaked through glitches in the game, they leaked through data mining, but how cool would it be if like that is kind of their small mini announcement of what the next game is going to be about is always this Ultimate Unlock.
Next year the Ultimate Unlock is going to be patched in.
Yeah.
And they're going to make sure not to tell Prima or whoever made the official guide about what the Ultimate Unlock is, so it doesn't leak that way.
Right. And then furiously removed.
That was horrible. But yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. I'd love to be surprised, but at the same time, when it's something as cool as the land speeder, I mean, I wanted that 3 months ago, so it's kind of disappointing, but I'll get a heck of a lot of play out of it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the worst case scenario, it's something to bring you back to the game. I agree with you. I'd prefer to have it sooner, but it's a reason to boot it back up. Captain Disney in the chat is saying they think the lightsaber was planned, and also the Ultimate Unlock for 3.0 could be something really big Disney. That's another good point, because rumor has it 3.0 is also going to be a little more Disney focused, with not just one property and then toy box figures. So that could also make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be. We already have quite a few big Disney things in it. I don't know. Tomorrowland, maybe? No. Inside Out? I don't know. What's coming out in 2 years in the Disney universe? The dinosaur movie?
What live action Disney movies coming out in the next little... that will probably be something to do with it. Actually, that'll probably be a playset if they go back to playsets.
Yeah. That would be cool if the Ultimate Unlock was an additional playset that was unannounced.
That'd be...
Not just a...
ultimate.
Yeah, not just a toy. It's like a $35 experience. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Let's start those rumors so people can be disappointed when it doesn't happen.
That's right. Or so Jason can listen to this episode, and if it does happen, Jason will come out at some point and say, "Hey, that was my idea."
He obviously put it in the chat room. We just didn't see it. So
right. Awesome. Well, cool. Well, that's it. The Ultimate Unlock. Congrats to everyone who already has it. That's awesome and exciting news. Everyone else, look forward to seeing that real soon. All right, Lloyd, last item, and I'm actually going to let you lead this because you brought it to my attention today, and it was kind of a surprise. So what's going on? What else is happening in the world of Infinity?
Sure. So I guess we found out that there was going to be a special Vita edition that had a special black suit Spider-Man, and we've been kind of waiting for details on it. We saw the Spider-Man. We know that that's coming, but we've been kind of waiting for more news on what the actual set is if you have one of these bad boys, the PlayStation Vita. Well, it looks like today some more news came out. This would have been through Twitter, and John Vignacchi basically confirmed that the release date would be May 15th. Some retailers in the UK, Game and Granger Games, have pre-orders out with the price for this playset of £50, which is about $75 in US dollars. The playset's going to consist of Spider-Man, the black suit Spider-Man, the Spider-Man playset, and the two the two toy box game discs, Assault on Asgard and Escape from the Kiln. So this is going to be, if rumors and pre-orders can be believed, it's going to be the same price as pretty much the other play sets, but it comes with fewer figures. And the only real cool part is it comes with the black suit Spider-Man. So I'm not really sure what to feel about this yet. I really want it because I have a Vita, and it comes with a really great custom Disney Infinity base that connects wirelessly to your Vita. So I'm torn. I've already played the Spider-Man playset, of course, but I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so having Spider-Man in the symbiote suit would be really cool. But I don't know. What do you think, Will?
I am completely in agreement with you. It seems a little steep to me.
That has to be false. It has to be placeholder. It can't be more than $50. I would say.
Yeah, because like the argument is, well, you're getting a Vita base and it's a wireless base, but let's be honest, the wireless isn't going to cost more than a standard base. So the fact that you're spending more and you're getting less is just, it's not a good thing. We're tired of that in the Infinity world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if it's $50, I'll buy it day one just to have and to play. But yeah, if it's 75, I'm gonna have to really see if buying something for just one figure, which is the same figure that I already own, it's just a different costume, and it's the same content that I already own and I've already played. I don't know if that would be worth it.
Yeah,
especially since my kids don't play on my Vita. So this would be for me and me only, where when I buy anything Disney Infinity, they tear into it before I really even get a chance to look at it.
Let me ask you this. Not saying that I believe this is justified. The price would be justified in this scenario, but I would be more tempted to get it. What if that base worked with your PS4 wirelessly? Would that convince you to spend more?
No, I mean, I hook it up when I play it, and then I disconnect it when I'm not playing it. That doesn't really matter to me. I mean, that would be definitely a really nice feature if that was possible, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait for a little bit more official news.
Yeah.
Even though there was the only official thing about this announcement was the release date of the game coming out in May on the 15th. So I guess we'll see.
And like you said, or like you alluded to, pre-orders half the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, okay.
And like Lincoln Hayes in the chat room says, just get a black suit Spider-Man from Evilos, and that's exactly true. I could just buy a custom and it'd be less than the $75 to get that one figure.
Yep. 2319J in the chat is saying Marvel Pack has just comparing the two. So Marvel Pack has 3 figures, 1 playset, 2 toy box games. The Vita version has 1 figure, 1 playset, 2 toy box games. So the difference really is, what figure you get and what playset you get. But the big kicker is, you're only getting that 1 figure that is rumored to be an exclusive. But that exclusive also, in my opinion, doesn't warrant a $15 premium.
Yeah.
Or no, I guess it would be, what, $30 because you're subtracting 2 figures, really.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. He's really no different. We already have Black Suit Spider-Man if we have the power discs. So he's going to look just like Spider-Man swinging around the city with the power disc on without having to put the power disc on. So I guess you're saving the cost of 1 power disc by doing that. But I mean, yeah, it's really no different. So I'm skeptical at the price, but we'll definitely see what happens when the time comes.
Romulus in the chat is asking, Graying Ezra is asking if Black Suit Spider-Man will be available on its own. Romulus is saying it's probably coming out after the announcement of 3.0. Yeah. And I don't know, we talked about at the first announcement. And Lloyd, I even think I know you were on that episode because you're a fan of Spider-Man. And so do you think that if he comes out on his own, it would wait until 3.0?
They say no. So that means it probably will happen. They didn't say no comment or we don't discuss future plans. They said no. This will be an exclusive. Well, exclusive can mean timed exclusive. It could be a 3-month window. But yeah, we'll see. I'm still excited for it. I'd love to have the figure, if only to have on the shelf behind me, to have my Spidey friend behind me. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, we will be following this story as it unfolds, so we will give you any updates on the pricing of that. The article I brought up is from our friends over at DizKingdom.com. So the link to that will be in the show notes, so you can go and check out that story and those details, and go to the retailers and check the prices for yourself. Cool. Lloyd, that's going to wrap up the news for the week.
Ooh, short and sweet.
Short and sweet. But hey, you know what? At least we had news. Last couple of weeks, we haven't had too much to talk about in the form of news. So at least we had some concrete things to mention this week.
Yeah, some good stuff. Some actual videos that aren't spoilery, or I guess they're spoilery, but they aren't. They're not. I don't know. I guess they're not rumors anymore. Even though, I mean, it was more than a rumor. It was we had concrete evidence, but we can officially talk about it now.
Right. Without feeling too bad about it, because it is in the wild, legitimately.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Well, cool, everyone. Thanks for joining us in the chat. Don't go anywhere, because we will be starting up our roundtable momentarily. We're just going to take a short break as we pull everyone in here. Thank you out there, whoever's listening. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/Disney Infinity TV. Also check us out on iTunes. Just look for Inside Infinity, and twitch.tv Disney Infinity TV. Lloyd, where can people find you outside of this podcast?
Well, I'm not giving my street address because oh, you mean where online?
Right. I already know how to stalk you. You don't have to be worried about me.
I've seen the cameras that you're secretly putting in my house. I'm kind of creeped out, Will. Kind of creeped out. No, people can find me over at vgpodcast.com. If you want to check out all the other shows that we do on the network. I do Derezzed with Will over here, which is our weekly gaming show about everything video gaming, not just one thing or another. I also do Nintendo Pulse, which is my Nintendo news show. Been doing Nintendo Pulse for about 9 years now.
Wow.
In various forms. Started as DS Life, went into Wii Spot. I had 2 shows, munched them into one Nintendo Pulse. So we're nearing our 100th episode as well, which is pretty good. So do check that out. And if you like mobile gaming, iOS or Android, you can check out Touch Gaming over there as well.
It is the podcast network for all things video game, and it's going to even expand here real soon. So good plans coming down the pike.
Definitely. Some good stuff coming.
Cool. Well, you can also follow us on Twitter. If you have ideas or things, questions, comments, anything, just reach out to us on Twitter, or you can drop us a line, info@DisneyInfinity.tv. With that, Lloyd, I think we're going to call it. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in, and stay tuned. We will be right back. But until then, if we don't talk to you, we hope your week is filled with infinite possibilities.
Almost made you crack up.